If it messes up, I'll do it tomorrow, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try. We're gonna do it right now. So we will see. We will see. We'll see what it does. We'll see how it does. That plate though. Look at that plate though, right? I do like that plate. I wish I could tell you where I got it. I would have to go back and look at some of my different orders. That might have been one of the ones I got from Temu. Because I did get some from Temu. We're gonna see. I just made the whole thing. All I did was made the whole thing a little bit thicker. Like the whole thing is now at least the whole thing has a little bit of substance to it. So the whole thing is like 6 mil. Yeah, the whole thing's 6 millimeter now. So as opposed to that one's only 3. So we doubled it. Actually, that one was under 3. I think it was under 3. Pretty sure. But we'll let it go and we'll let it do that first layer, and then I may even turn it up to get through a couple of layers till we get to the purple. My hover link doesn't work. What? Let me see. Oh, I can't do that without Inception, huh? Oh, it is. It's busted, huh? I wonder if they shut down. They may have shut down. Or they may have changed because it used to be a gaming site. I'll edit it out later. But thanks for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, Inception. Got to get out of the Inception. Must get out of Spotception. There we go. Relurk. Following you on all the stuff. Appreciate it. IG's the main one. Like that's the go-to. That's what I like putting all my stuff on. Non-gaming stuff. Non-gaming stuff. Creative stuff. Food stuff. Reels and talks and chit-chat stuff. Those kind of things. Yeah, as long as this one heats up plenty, as long as this one heats up good, I don't stress it too much. Because I did like all of the ones that I brought to Nessa. I did on that plate, nice and clean. No glue, no nothing. Got to get the design on the bottom of it. Makes it real, makes it real nice, real pretty on the back. I just hope I don't run out of white. We are getting low on white. I think we got enough on there for a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to order some white. I do a lot of stuff in white. I just do a lot of stuff in white. That other one back there, that's a whole nother roll of white that I got. Oh, I think I have an artillery white. No, that's the artillery white. No, that's the artillery. That's the East Sun white. I don't know. Something like that. Something along them lines. There we go. There we go. Right. Once again, first layer, very important. You don't have like 6 spools of white? No. I had, when I had taken my hiatus, my nephew had a printer. I gave him most of my rolls of filament. I have a couple of rolls that were in some moving boxes. So those are, you know, whatever. They were with my first printer. So they're probably 8 to 10 years old in filament. And I've already used some of them and they still work. And I just got that $20 filament dryer. Amazon ran some kind of a silly deal where you could put in, it was a $49 filament dryer and you could get an $18 coupon and then you got some other discount. And it was only like, the end result was like $22 shipped for a filament dryer. So I got it. I hadn't tried it yet, but I got it. Because if you take any, especially PETG or TPU or any of those that are susceptible to moisture, nylon, it doesn't matter if they have moisture in them. It doesn't matter. You can dry that moisture out, more than likely. It has to be so bad that it's absorbed so much that you can't drive it out, that it become is it hydrophobic? Where it won't hold any more water. Hydroscopic is where it's absorbing the water in, but then it can become like I think it's hydrophobic, or it may be something else. But it's hydroscopic, pulling it in, and then there's another term for it where it can't get rid of the moisture, like at the molecular level. But I would take 6 spools of white, Sparty, without a doubt, because you can do anything in white and then paint it. It don't matter. I don't mind having white filament. Like, you know, white, gray, black. Black's a little rougher because sometimes you want things to be lighter than darker, as far as for even from painting. So sometimes I think white, if I only had one color, it would almost be white. I think if I only had a choice of one, I think it would be white. I think. But I like white. I like grays. I like grays because I do a lot of like, I like a lot of the military stuff. I like a lot of the Star Wars stuff. Hell, almost everything in Star Wars is gray. Gray. Millennium Falcon, gray. Death Star. You'd say black? No, gray. Black undertones, gray. So, I mean, normally what I do is if I'll print any of the aforementioned Star Wars things that are basically gray. And I found that you can use primer absolutely swimmingly to just cover. So like the Millennium Falcon, for example. I got one over there I got to glue together. The Millennium Falcon, any color doesn't matter. Spray it in gray. The darker the print, the better, because then you can surface spray with gray and you get all of the details in the cracks and crevices. Same thing with the Death Star. You have the Death Star and you print it in a darker color, a black, a dark blue, it doesn't matter. And then highlight in primer gray. Best looking ever. That goes for any of the Star Wars AT-ATs, ATSTs, any of the like the Vader fighter, the TIE fighter, X-Wings are white. It's gonna be so pretty. As long as that first layer goes down nice and smooth, nice and pretty, then the subsequent layers go down nice and smooth, nice and pretty. It's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna work out just fine. And I'm pretty sure I got both of them in the same font too. I think I got it worked out where both of them are in the same font. I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I do have spools of PETG that need to be dried too. I thought about that the other day because I'm looking at a yellow and a green that has been around since Printy McPrintface. So yeah, I need to open it up and take a look at it. I haven't even done that yet. I hadn't done anything with it, like at all. I did absolutely nothing yet. Still sitting in the box. Still looking good. Halfway through that first layer. Let's go. Still looking good. Yeah, I think it's like I said, as long as that plate heats up nice, I'm pretty sure it's going to lay down nicely. And again, the first layer repeatability on the bamboo is just insane. And this put a straight up seam right there. Should have staggered my seams. Mafia said he would eat that sauerkraut right out of the jar. You over there in the Pez show. What do they call it? Sauerkraut? I can't do sauerkraut. Yeah, you in the Pez Liz show? Oh, I want a hot end. I want a hot end Saturday. He had Zombie Hedgehog had his Saturday birthday celebration Saturday night. And I want a Rapido hot end. I'm curious to see what it is. I don't know which one it is yet because I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. And then they just said, "Oh, just enter and you can win a hot end." And I said, "Okay," and I did. You know how we do. You know how we do. But he had all of them. I don't know if you saw the stream Saturday, but he had all of them. All of them people were there Saturday. Like the Pepper guy was there. West 3D was there. Some other creators had showed up. I mean, it was a good turnout for him for a birthday party. He does custom things. He does custom. He does he does like these Voron builds and these custom builds where the hot end instead of mine where it changes the color and it changes the filament, he has ones that has a carriage, and that carriage moves forward and grabs a head and then brings it back and then prints. Well, that head may be attached to black. Well, then when it comes time to change to white, it puts that back, it moves over, and it grabs another one, and then it prints again. Like it does. So, and then now he's working on an 8 carriage. So 4 and 4, 8 colors, and then it goes and grabs and grabs and grabs. Did you win something from Pez Liz? Because you could hit her up in Discord, or send her a message or whatever and bump her. Ain't nothing wrong with bumping them. You know, I know with Zombie, he was 2 weeks right off the bat. He wasn't a month and a half though. It was not a month and a half. I don't think I've won anything from Pez. I had found this one. I had found Pez Liz one Monday after stream. That's what had happened with that, and that's how I found Zombie. That's how I found Zombie Hedgehog. What was well, whatever the original thing was? She said to contact what you did, filled out a Google form. Yeah, I would just I know they had that rep rap maker thing that everybody went to, and I'm sure that pushed them back 2 weeks. But I don't ever have a problem bumping anybody that if they like, hey, did you forget about me? You know, I mean, I wouldn't be mean, I wouldn't be aggressive about it, but I would easily send a message that said, hey, did you forget about me? I won some stuff. I'm still looking for it. Hello. Am I gonna get stuff one day, or am I not gonna get stuff one day? Like I said, I've never had to deal with her directly, but I did win stuff from. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with her directly this time because I think she was taking down all the information for who won what. But I won something from Zombie, and like I said, he was like 2 weeks. You won twice. Look at you. Let's go. Yeah, I would definitely bump then. I wouldn't have a problem bumping. Yeah, I would not have an issue bumping at all. And I know they get busy, and I know they get behind on stuff. I don't know what her gig is. Where are we winning things? Are you familiar with Zombie Hedgehog or Pezliz? Pezliz? She's streaming right now with Zombie Hedgehog. Zombie Hedgehog gives away a roll of filament every stream, one roll of filament. She's also a polymaker rep. What about Loyal Moses? You do the Loyal Moses thing? He gives away a lot of shit. Not gonna lie, he gives away printers. He gives away filament. He gives away bed adhesive. Now that he's sponsored by Nanotech bed adhesive, he gives a lot of that away. Matter of fact, I already got one here. Yeah, he's one not to miss. He gives away a lot of stuff. But that's Liz, and Zombie is there as well with Liz, and I'll do Loyal Moses. Put him on your list. Put him on your list for sure. That's one you're gonna want to follow. Like Liz is okay. She can be a little chatty sometimes. Apparently she's slow on returning on she's slow on returning information on giveaways because Tanya said she's been waiting a month and a half on two. Zombies about 2 weeks. I've actually won two things from him. I won a roll of filament, which his filament rolls aren't rolls, they're vouchers for $35. And you can go to the website, you can pick whichever one you want. Plus he has a voucher code for shipping. Like it's a sweet deal. It's a sweet deal. Some people gamble and hold their vouchers because they're good for like 90 days and see if they can get more than one voucher so that they can get, $70 worth of discount plus free shipping. So Zombie Hedgehog is a good one to follow. Like I said, Saturday night he had all kind of giveaways. I won a hot end. I want a Rapido hot end from what I think it's coming from West 3D, but I'm not sure. I don't know. As soon as they give me info on it, I'll know. I'll give them a week. If I don't see anything or hear anything in a week, I'll bump them and ask them about it for sure. Be like, somebody need my information to know where to ship the thing I want? Like, what are we doing? But I'll give them at least a week or so. I won't want to try to forget about it, put it that way. Looking good. Looking good. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Are we buying tickets? I'm buying tickets. All right, well, it's open because it let me buy a ticket. So we'll see what happens. And then there's a few other places that I know that have creators that see. I'm trying to figure out how does one become a polymaker brand ambassador or whatever you want to call it, because when I go look at their website and I see who they have listed as their brand ambassador, like it it they don't stream, like they don't like, but they're brand ambassadors, and which would give them the ability to give away filament. She reminds me of Loyal. When you fill out the form, it says get back to you in 3 weeks, but still nothing. Oh, I would definitely follow up then. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I would for sure follow up, without a doubt. And I wouldn't feel bad about following up either. Like I said, I wouldn't be mean. I would not be mean or aggressive in any way. But I would follow up for sure and just say, hey, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Form said 3 weeks. It's been 6. I think I've been more than patient. Like I would, you would, you would be aggressive and mean. No, 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 you wouldn't. You can't be aggressive and mean until after you get your shit. And then these people do multiple things, so you don't want to be aggressive and mean with them anyway. Yup. Stop it. No. There's a time to be aggressive and mean. That ain't the time. Especially when we're talking about free shit. Now, paid shit, that's a different story. Paid things are different. Now, if I paid hard cash for something and you told me it was going to be 3 weeks and it's been 6 weeks, I'm calling you every day until I get an answer. Or I'm bugging you 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day until I get an answer, because I'm going to be the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. She sent me another form to fill out. Okay, there you go. Might have got lost in translation or lost in the mail, or she doesn't seem to me to have it all together. Kinda like she's a little squirrely, if that's a proper term. I don't know if that's a proper term today, whatever. She seems a little squirrely sometimes, and a little unorganized. And I can just tell this from the way that she presents like her stuff and does her prints, and she'll be in the middle of talking about one thing in prints and something else, and then all of a sudden we are on a completely different subject going down a whole nother road. Moses is the worst for that shit, by the way. You're waiting to get a something to get ready to get a filament pull and see if you won. And then all of a sudden we're talking about, I remember back in the day when I was programming, and now you go down this 15-minute side road talking about how, it used to be back in the day. And then somebody has to remind him, drawing. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to do a drawing. Like, he is so bad for it to get off the beaten path. Like, it happens all the time. Like, it happens all the time. And that's okay. I mean, I just like it amazes me how, like I said, and she and again I agree. Mafia, she reminds me a little bit of him, like she does again. Like she's kind of all over the map and a little squirrely sometimes and stuff, but she does fun stuff. I've never seen her solo stream. She streams when I'm streaming, I think, or she streams late or something. I think she's in Canada too, so it could be just a time zone thing. But I don't catch her solo show a lot at all. He streams and usually streams later. So normally when I get off a stream, he's still streaming because he's in Eastern time zone. And normally what'll happen is he'll stream for about an hour, and then he opens up the drawing, and then has the drawing usually around 11 o'clock my time, midnight Eastern, 11 Central ish. And that's not right on the money. That's about normally when he does it. So normally I wait up for him to pull and see if anybody won, whatever. And then if somebody else gets it, then that's when I shut it down and go to bed. These edges are a little. I don't think I had a brim on them. Pretty sure I didn't have a brim on them. They do feel a little rough though.